Are you tired of using the old Strat, especially when you can roll the whole thing with your whammy bar? So you want to replace it? I recommend replacing this Vega trim. This Vega trim right here fits right on the saddle. It fits right on, so you don't have to do any kinds of routing. I'm gonna do it. It's my first time attempting it, so hopefully good luck, Michael Bahar, doing this. So I've attempted to remove this now with this spring right here. And one thing I totally forgot, you gotta be ground this thing, so I don't have any solder, so I'm gonna have to borrow solder from a friend of mine to remove it. Also, I marked this one just so I know exactly, kind of have a reference. Anyway, obviously I'm gonna have to attempt to remove this. Let's see if I can have him just basically remove the whole thing from here. There you go. That works. Well, there it goes with that. That's a lot of tension. So now I'm free. So this thing here, I can basically remove this now. Alright. Remove it with typical screwdriver. Alright. And then remove the other one. Hopefully you see what I'm doing. So remove this to here. Yep. And voila. So I just remove an original trim right here. Okay, and there you go. Fortunately, I only have 2 screws. I didn't realize that. So I guess whatever I was doing back then, you know. So you want to keep this 2 screws here. Actually, to be honest with you, there's another one that made by what's that, Tremolo Trail. They only use 2 screws. This one we use 4 screws. So I'm gonna probably get another screws later on, but this time I can get away with like probably 2 screws. There's a hole there that you can see. You can move this. But basically centered wherever your pick guard is, wherever you pick. You know, this one line up here, and that's what I'm gonna do. Line it up properly, and then tighten the thing. So I'm gonna do it right now as I see it. There you go. Tight one, and then I tight the other one. Whoop. This thing move a little bit. All right. So this one seems to be easy, and then I mount this right here. It actually fit. See? You know, it fits right in. It's be able to move back and forth. Back, forth. Okay, one thing I didn't realize is it come up with 4 screws. So that's awesome. Somebody had thought about it. So I'm already mounting 4 screws on this. Alright. And I'll remove the existing one. There's a real difference. I don't know if it makes any sense, but this one, you know, all the way through. Alright, so there you go. Nice and tight. I'm not going anywhere. Nice and tight. And then the original one, I'll let it go. No more. They're gone. And this one here is where it's gonna be, like this. Okay, I know I showed you guys before. So it's gonna be sitting like this, alright? Alright, now as I mount this one was the low tension, and then there goes the Allen wrench to tighten it, so it's not going anywhere. And then I'll unscrew the other one here. Same deal. Alright, and I'll mount this one again, like that. So, there you go. Really, you gauge how you want, how well you want to be tight on this. But if I want to tighten it, it'll be like this. You gauge whatever you guys want, how much tight you want it on this one. You know, I mean, once you tighten it, it's gonna be like crazy. So I think you'll be able to move it this way. You know, then once you mount it, I think, in my opinion, that's how you tighten the thing. All right. So I'm gonna grab my guitar. I believe we use the same existing spring. So I believe we use existing. That's why I marked this, just in case. So, which is really, you don't have to do anything at all. You just mount this thing here. Okay. Right. And then the goal is basically put the spring into here. So let me try to do that while I can. So I got one, and I got, whoop, I got two. So now it's be sitting like this. So there goes the whammy bar, right? Be able to move it back and forth. You know? See? Be able to move it. I think it line ups whichever, like the way it did right now. So then I should put the string. I'm using the Slinky 9 to basically 9 to 42, right? So, all right, let me try to do the string, and then hopefully this thing will work. Hola. So this one I already got it mounted. Got it mounted in the back right here. Somehow I gotta fix this right? Okay. And another thing is I need to basically put the strings right. On these other two I already mount the strings. This one low E and high E. Now this saddle, I need to adjust that saddle to whatever height you want. You know, as far as whatever saddle, how high you want to do your guitar. So that's all I gotta say. So now that I mount the low E and the high E string, okay, obviously still not set up yet, but you guys can see the tension, right? In the back of it, just to make sure that this spring here, that hook, are all the way in. Apparently I need to tighten it right because it's not all the way in yet. So, all right. So another thing is this screw right here. You gotta unscrew this in order for you to adjust the saddle here. Didn't realize that. Now that I unscrew it, so basically you gotta unscrew this part, right? You do your setup, right? Normally a lot of people do their own setup. So I have to unscrew this, because if you don't, that's basically where, you know, determine how this thing's gonna go up higher or lower. Alright, so I have to unscrew this, loosen this one up, and then you can adjust this. See this part here? That part. Whatever height this is gonna be, and you can adjust. So I got them all somewhat set up. What I mean somewhat, I still need to fine tune the intonation and everything, you know. So, but bottom line is I got them all mounted, you know. You gotta tune it, doing it right. So I used a Super Slinky here, which is 9 to 42, right? And then I tune it on E, regular E. But anyway, it looks great. You know, it looks freaking awesome. You may not hear, but bottom line is you can like crank the stuff out of it. So here it is, a little bit of demo, you know. So that's a Vega Trem, pretty much. Here you go. So you guys sees it, you know, it goes back and forth, back and forth. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna probably have this set up with someone that really knows how to do the whole thing. But again, in order for you to adjust this thing, you gotta adjust this part of it, right? And then you can adjust the saddle. And then you can move whatever you want as far as your intonation is concerned. So, and then lock it here in one of those screws. I don't know if you guys can see it. Anyway, God bless you, and I hope you like my video. Put a subscribe, put a thumbs up, make a comment, let me know. All right, bye.